Snutz, Cdew, and Talbadar versus Shawir, Braindeadly, and Flubbah. Flubbah MDR, Snutz AUs, and and Talbadar Wolf. Talbadar Wolf.
MDR just is actually just like LOL in French. It's more de rire. It's like dying laughing, basically.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's just basically like Flubbah LOL. But anyway, we do have these two teams sitting back. Obviously I don't think Shadowplay is really going to want to charge in because they're probably going to get bossed on if they do. We see Talbadar going into his little running wild wolf form, just kind of hopping around here. And we'll have to see how these two teams are going to be able to open up. Tal might want to try to go in and just kind of bait them into charging him, because if they do, then Snutz is going to be able to free cast, get the dots rolling on the whole team.
Yeah, we'll see. One thing the Hunter can do if that happens is the Hunter sort of disengages back and silencing shot Snutz. Looks like Snutz is going to pull out actually, or push in rather. I think he knows he can port out. That's what I was going to say. And yeah, he does port out instantly. There is a fear word on Snutz, by the way. That way if he gets feared when Cdew's in a throwdown, he will just immune it. We'll have to see if Talbadar can actually remember to keep that up. I'm sure he will, though. He's pretty known for that, always keeping fear word on cooldown, or at least using it at crucial moments.
Yeah, so I kind of like that actually. Tal just death the Stoneclaw totem, so he got the stun on him. So if they were going to come in, he could have got thrown down on DR. That would have been kind of cute, but that's not going to happen. He is going to get charged now, though. There's a throwdown actually onto Snutz. He's going to be taking a lot of damage caught out in the middle. Our shield is swapped over onto him. And we have to wonder, is this what they're expecting? Were they expecting that they were going to go in Talbadar? What is this Shadowplay thinking right now? Because the damage is coming in pretty heavily, but this Cdew team is playing so defensive. They just don't want to get in there. We see full dots onto that Hunter pet, but I don't think it's going to go down.
Yeah, and they were actually hitting Snutz's pet for a little. You can see Sloon him at 43%. Not named by Snutz, obviously, with that random name generator, but, Talbadar getting hit a little bit by this warrior right now. He's at 73%. He does have Earthshield on him, as well as a Riptide.
There's
but
a big
Shawir, man.
Onto Flubbah, and Shawir's going to take a lot of damage here. He does pop his last stand. No rage regen has come out just yet. There's a trap onto Cdew, though. Is it going to get him? Indeed, it's covered by that Hunter's Mark. He gets it anyway. Talbadar has to disperse, though, and Cdew is caught into that scatter shot. Shawir going to pop that in rage regen now. He's at 30% HP. Braindeadly at 40. We see that Flubbah is about 50% HP now, though. There's lots of damage coming in. There's an NS used by Cdew trying to top Snutz off.
Yeah, but look at this pressure from Snutz, man. He had dots on all three targets at once just 5 seconds ago. The UA has faded off Braindeadly, but it's so much pressure, man. Flubbah running while casting. Shawir still at 40%. All he really has is shield wall, and he's probably going to have to use it right now. He does pop it right then. And there's an Intim shout onto Cdew and Talbadar. Shawir's down at 14%, man. There's a Spirit Link coming out. Braindeadly has to get inside it, and it looks like it gets...
though. It got killed, so Flubbah could just go down here. He's going to be trying to G-heal himself up behind the pillar. We see that Talbadar's running in, though, gets that fear on him. Braindeadly down so low. The tremor was silenced immediately. Flubbah still hasn't trinketed. I can't believe he's not trinketing anything. He is saving that, but his team is so low. He's falling really far behind on that healing. Going for the G-heal. He has to fake it, though. Look at Braindeadly, 30% HP. We see Flubbah is at 40% HP. Not much damage coming out yet from the KFC team, because Braindeadly might just go down here, down to 20%. He's going to get into double death range. There's a throwdown onto Talbadar, so thankfully the double death can't come out. There's a shock, though, on that G-heal from Flubbah. Braindeadly has the deterrence, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's another full fear on the Flubbah. He does end up trinketing that. Shawir down to 30%, 44% on Braindeadly. Now Shawir has to spell reflect. He's even pops Berserker Rage to try and not get feared, but he's just going to end up dying to this amazing pressure by this amazing Shadowplay team, man.
Yeah, and honestly, they made it look pretty easy. Cdew never trinketed, never linked. Depending on who can keep control of that tomb in the middle, is the Hunter team going to be able to get up there? But it looks like no. Snutz and them weren't really even challenging right away, and there's a charge on Snutz immediately. He's not even having that port down just yet, so he could be in a lot of trouble because he's in hamstring. He has to drop that port. He hasn't even done so just yet, though. There's a silencing shot onto Cdew. Are they going to follow that up with anything? They need to get that rolling. We do see the Gifted Arrow already having come out. There's a port. Monkey Sun onto Cdew. This is what I'm talking about. There's a scatter falling up. He has to trinket the scatter, and so much damage is coming out. Cdew, it wasn't shocked on that heal, but he could have been, and that might have been game over right there.
Yeah, man, that's rough, but Snutz hasn't popped, or he has popped his Demon Soul, I'm sorry, and now he's stuck in a full beatdown, and Shawir did Heroic Throw. Is he actually playing that spec that silences them, do you know?
I don't think so, but I think it was just for damage. I haven't noticed the silence just yet, but we will see. Cdew is in a monkey stun once again. He might get trapped off this. We're going to have to see if that does land. It doesn't, but still, look at the pressure on Snutz. He's down to half HP. Braindeadly taking some damage as well. Snutz is doing a great job keeping the damage rolling while he's being pressured. This is something we didn't really see out of Dakroth against this team, but there's the silencing shot coming out on Cdew. Snutz is going to pour it away. He's still under a lot of pressure. Talbadar does have to pop that disarm onto Flubbah, and they get a trinket on it into the Hex, and Flubbah is now full Hex. Braindeadly needs a deterrence. He does do so, but now Flubbah is so far behind.
Yeah, man, he actually has the Spirit Link. That was probably the only answer there. That was a good choice, but Shawir still incredibly low on health. He doesn't have in-range regen. He does still have shield wall, but it all really depends on Snutz and what he decides to hunt. That will be their main target, but he has full dots on everyone right now.
Look at Talbadar, though. I mean, Talbadar is in a lot of trouble. This Tremor had to come out of Cdew. Talbadar has to pop that Hellstone. He's down to 40% HP. Braindeadly, though, could go down here. He needs a deterrence. He's in double death range. Flubbah is desperately trying to pick him back up, but he's at 20% HP. He needs to catch a heal. It doesn't land. I think Flubbah just got shocked by Cdew. We can see Talbadar, though, still so low. He's at 40% HP. Cdew's desperately trying to pick him back up. Cdew and Flubbah are both hurting on mana, but the pressure, is favoring this shadow play right now as Shawir's at 50%. Braindeadly now having the dots expire on him. He's still, though, sitting at 50%, and Talbadar, unfortunately, is completely oomed. So as long as Flubbah can top his team off, the damage is going to stop for a little bit here. And there's the disperse used as Cdew is put in that full trap.
That was definitely a good disperse right there. Cdew doing a little poor on mana, man. He's at like 20%, but there's a silencing shot on Snutz, but Braindeadly's at 25%
here because Flubbah is into that fear. He does catch a heal. He's at 30% HP still, though. If he gets a little bit lower, he's going to be in double death range. He is in double death range. There's 9%. He's going to go down for sure. There's the kill as the Hex did land on Flubbah.
That was a really nice job by Cdew that game. Obviously Snutz and Talbadar played incredible, but I really want to give credit to Cdew right there.
To the skill for sure. So we are going to get it started. Is match point for Cdew on the Shaman. Shadow Priest is going to be Talbadar. Snutz is going to be the Warlock going up against Flubbah, Shawir, and Braindeadly. We see Shawir's just going to jump right in there. He's right onto Talbadar. Talbadar taking huge damage right off the bat. We need to see some CC landing on Cdew. There's that monkey stun. It's going to go into a freezing trap, and Talbadar had to trinket and disperse. He wasn't able to get it, so Cdew has to trinket as well. So lots of cooldowns have already been used, and now they're going to swap it over onto Cdew, throwing out that fear. There's a silencing shot. Cdew down to 30% HP. He might just have to link. There's the link coming out immediately. This is how you have to play that cleave.
This is such a good start for this KFC team, man. Tring is used by all of the team on EG, and then Spirit Link even used and a disperse. So Talbadar's taking a lot of damage right now. The only answer to it is a Nature Swiftness, but there's a disarm on the Warrior right now. He's choosing, he doesn't have a trinket for it. A silencing shot onto Cdew. He's probably gonna, there's a gift to the Naru.
Talbadar might just die here, though. There's recklessness. Cdew gets scatter shot. Talbadar is in so much trouble. He's going for the flash heals. They need a shock to come out from Flubbah. They do get that shock. He's down to 20% HP. No Spirit Link available. 10% HP. He gets charged. He's just gonna go down.
Wow, man. I said this map was going to be hard for the KFC. I guess I didn't take into consideration the gigantic rush down, pop everything. We're down 2-0. We don't want another 3-0.
Shawir, Braindeadly, and Flubbah, they took the last game, though, on Blades Edge, looked a lot stronger doing it. Are they going to be able to have a repeat here? They're just going to start hard onto Talbadar. There's the big damage coming in on him immediately. They need some CC coming out onto Cdew. There's this bouncing shot popped on him immediately. Is a Monkey Stun or a Scatter going to follow that up? Not yet. Yeah,
and there's some dots. Look at Snutz, man. Wow. Full dots on everybody right now for this KFC team. Meanwhile, Talbadar tunneling into this Warrior. This Warrior at 50% now. And now Braindeadly had to get feared across the map. Asans comes out from Talbadar onto Flubbah. And now they're still in trouble, man. This isn't out of the woods yet. But look at Talbadar. He's taking damage. He has a Colossus Smash on himself. He gets a concussive shot. And now he's Worgen sprinting around. And there's a trap onto Cdew. And it looks like it was eaten by Snutz or something. But
Talbadar had to trinket, though, as well. So he could be in some trouble. Flubbah's doing a good job keeping his team topped off. There's no trinket available for Shawir either. But a silencing shot on Cdew. This might force the Spirit Link, but Talbadar's getting lots of heals off. He does have to pop that disperse anyway. There's a charge stun that hit both Cdew and Talbadar. They're going to swap it over onto Cdew as Talbadar is dispersed. There's big damage coming in on him. Talbadar's just going for the Mind Blast, though. There was a UA dispelled by Flubbah. There's tons of damage coming out on all these players. Look at them all getting cleaved down by that Blade Storm. Cdew's at 50%, Talbadar at 50%, Snutz at 50% as well. They're just taking so much damage. NS comes out, but it's completely ineffective. He's probably going to have to link, but it won't even do anything because they're all the same HP already.
Yeah, this is rough, but look at Shawir. He's down to 52, and Flubbah dispels a VT on the entire team, and then gets silenced as well. So now Talbadar still at 53%. He's going for the Mass Dispel, trying to get something, but, you know, Shawir...
got silencing shot, though. Talbadar might just go down. We'll have to see. He is so low. There's a full throwdown onto Cdew. Talbadar is in so much trouble. He gets charged. He's going for the flash heal. He gets pummeled, so he's going for the mind control now, but he's down to 40% HP, 30% HP. He's taking so much damage. You can see that the Warrior and the Hunter are both connecting right now. Shawir is in some trouble as well. There's a spell lock onto Flubbah. Is it going to be enough?
Yeah, we actually need to see some peeling coming from Snutz right now, man. He's doing a great job getting the pressure out, but we need to see some peelage. Maybe a fear onto Braindeadly or some more fears onto Flubbah. I know it's really hard with the shocks, but look at Talbadar, man. 30% Cdew just coming out of his silencing shot right now, trying to throw a healing switch. He gets scattered at the very end of it, and now a trap onto Snutz. Nice job eating it right there. Talbadar still in a lot of trouble, trying to flash heal.
Disperse that 8% HP. Is he going to be able to get picked back up? Cdew needs to get this healing surge off. He does land it. There has to be shocks coming in from Flubbah, but I mean, Cdew's now being pressured. He's down to 76% HP. Flubbah's doing a good job keeping his team topped off. Talbadar is going to now be the target once again. They need to get some CC on Cdew or some interrupts. We see that the Snake Trap has come down, putting that mind-numbing poison on Cdew. That's going to be so annoying. The link comes down out of Flubbah. We see everyone needs to get in that. Unfortunately, Braindeadly wasn't there, so Talbadar might just go down anyway, though. There's a throwdown onto Cdew, followed up by the Hex. Talbadar 40% HP. He does not have that disperse available.
Yeah, we need to see a fear on a Braindeadly right now by Snutz. Talbadar is probably going to go down. I mean, he's at 44%. He just used his trinket. He's even trying to flash heal himself. Look at him kiting down below. This is actually a really rough position. It's going to let the Hunter tee off into him, and Cdew's almost guaranteed to get trapped, and he does
full trap. There's a silencing shot on Talbadar. He can't disperse. He can't empty it. He's trying to throw that heal on himself. He's going for the Mind Blast now. Cdew does get out of it. He's going for the healing surges. Talbadar is still in so much trouble, though. There's the NS coming out of Flubbah. He does get silenced, though, and Shawir could go down here. He's down to 40% HP. Is he having any cooldowns remaining? He just popped that Berserker Rage, but we see that Talbadar is getting so much damage out. There's a shield wall from Shawir. He needs to get top back off, and they need to keep going offensive because Talbadar is still so low.
Yeah, man, look at mana. Both teams are almost completely right now. Talbadar down to 30%. He has a disperse in 1 second, and he spams it and barely gets it off. There's a scatter shot on Cdew. Talbadar still incredibly low. We need to see something from Snutz happen. He's been able to free cast all game. Let's see if he can get something happening. But there's a fear on a Shawir with no Berserker Rage.
If Flubbah's completely here, Talbadar's going for the Mind Blast. He's trying to finish off Shawir before that disperse comes back up once again for Talbadar. Talbadar's down to 30% HP. Cdew's completely tapped. I think Talbadar might just go down here. There's a silencing shot on Cdew. Talbadar's going to throw that shield onto himself. He's trying to throw it the death. Get some mana back. Silence coming out onto Flubbah, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Shawir is fully dotted. Both Shamans are very low on mana. There's a fear onto Flubbah, but he is able to get out of it. Looks like the Shadow Play is just going to swap over onto him, but Cdew is into that scatter shot. The trap is going to land, I do believe. No trap actually came out, but Talbadar still at 30% HP. Healing Surge coming out of Cdew is actually silencing shot on it. Talbadar is thrown down at 40% HP, but meanwhile, Flubbah is also at 40% HP. Shawir is at 60% HP, but Talbadar is going to go down, and it's 2-2 unless they can get a cross kill here, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You know, the Shaman is entirely but with that Water Shield, I don't think there's a way. What's really unfortunate for the Shadow Play is that Cdew's Spirit Link Totem came up about 2 seconds after Talbadar died, if that. So that's really nice timing by that KFC to actually end up landing a kill. And with Snutz at 34%, and he's and Cdew too, it looks like they won't be able to land a kill, man. And yeah, Snutz does end up dying. Cdew throwing down the link just in case, you know, maybe he thought he could pull out a win. You know, Snutz did insane damage that game, okay? He did 2 million, but...
You've actually said that every time, so... yeah.
Not every game. Mostly on Nogrin, though.
Okay.
They're actually staying back a little bit this time. Okay, looks like they're actually going to charge in. That was
here it is. So no LOSing, no messing around like in those first games. Lots of damage already coming into Talbadar. We see the silencing shot was onto Cdew. Talbadar's already taking infinity damage, and there's a scatter shot onto Cdew. He might just have to disperse instantly. Monkey Sun following that up. Talbadar down to 30% HP. He's going for the Mind Blast, but he can't. He has to cancel it and disperse. So already getting those cooldowns out. They're going to swap over onto Cdew down to 60% HP. He's trying to throw it on. I think he has to trinket 40% HP. So much damage being taken. He does pop that Hellstone. Snutz is doing his best trying to get the damage rolling, but you know, so much pressure back onto Talbadar down to 50% HP. Cdew does still have his NS and his link available, but there's no disperse ceiling. He gets a silencing shot on that. He's just going to have to link here, I think. He does get stunned by the charge. He goes for the link. He gets it, but Snutz isn't inside. Are they going to kill it before he gets in? No, but there's a scatter shot onto Cdew. It's actually going to be broken by the link. No, he had to trinket that, so much pressure is coming out of this Cleave team.
Yeah, but this Shadow Play is also doing excellent pressure themselves. The Warrior has already used Enraged Regen and his last stand. The Warrior has now trinketed, and Cdew's the only one on the Shadow Play team that is trinketed. So this is actually looking decent for the Shadow Play at this time. They still have a Nature Swiftness, but Talbadar is taking a lot of damage. They might actually have to use that right now. Talbadar at 62, catching a healing.
Oh, and a big throwdown on Cdew. He's going to be stuck in that full silencing shot overlap, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter because Talbadar's down to 30% HP. He has no disperse available. There's no link in a full trap on Cdew if he can't get the disperse. There's a silencing shot on Talbadar with that readiness. He's just going to go down 2% HP. He's done it. Wow, the comeback is complete. 3 straight wins for the KSC. Looks like they put their cleave hats on and went to work. They figured out how to play it, and I mean, seems like there's just no answer here for the Shadow Play.
Yeah, they did an excellent job, man. I guess that means, yeah, cleave hats.